It's been such a long time since Boston led the way. It's more than a feeling. It's Mike and Tom to start the day. The heart of Massachusetts should be freedom, justice, and liberty. Freedom led pilgrims to Plymouth Bay. Salem trials had justice too late. The sons of liberty spilled the tea, and then the redcoats spilled their blood. The shot heard around the world rang out from the Bay State. Boston strong and ready to defend. It's where revolution started and ends. It's been such a long time since Boston led the way. It's more than a feeling. It's Mike and Tom to start the day. Quincy Market, Freedom Trail, Charles River, Boston Harbor, Bunker Hill, Griffin Wharf, Fenway Park, Omar Charge. It's been such a long time since Boston led the way. It's more than a feeling. It's Mike and Tom to start the day.
Good morning.
Wow, that's loud over there. Okay, good morning. Boom. There you go. Much better. It was, yeah. Thanks, man.
Hey,
Yeah.
it's good to see Amy in chat. I'm glad to see you up and about, girl. I'm hoping you're feeling good. I hope you're feeling healing. Hope it doesn't hurt too much.
She says, feeling pissa really not okay, but I had my first post-op today, so
Yeah, I
good.
can't hear you. For whatever reason, you'll skip it.
Oh, she's feeling better. Can you hear that?
All right, hold on.
All right,
I
good.
got another mile on the highway. Then it'll be quieter.
Can you hear me? Can the chat hear me? Yeah, praise for Amy, man. All right, cool.
So we were talking about Karen having an interview with Ted Daniels after the Super Bowl. I can't wait for that.
I wonder what she's going to talk about. And now,
Huh?
well, Alan Jackson's with her, and so it's going to be, nothing's going to be discoverable, so to speak, for Hank Brennan. He wants Ted Daniels' notes or anything like that. Can you hear me? Okay. Yeah.
But she's so, I think she's refined enough that she doesn't need like Alan Jackson with her for her to have a one-on-one with Ted Daniels.
Yeah, but you don't want Hank fucking ready in motion to summons the off camera notes,
No, I get it, and I think she knows that they're going to use anything she says anyway against her, no matter what.
You're right, buddy.
Right? So I mean, she's going to know when.
Yeah. What a day yesterday, huh?
Yeah. Hello. That's crazy, huh?
Fucking.
Did you see Emily D. Baker?
Yeah, I saw that.
She's like, what?
What the fuck? Like I've never seen a gross misjustice of just evidentiary hearings of Brady violations. It's crazy. It's fucking crazy.
Yes, you're right. It's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
And Mike, how can they have like the video? It's supposed to be on a cloud. In the cloud, someone's storage.
Yes, a retired sergeant of a retired detective's desk.
Pretty sure, Mike, that's not protocol. But didn't we talk about that, about somebody having it, the whole picture before? Someone had some.
Yeah, we've talked about it.
Yeah, extra copies out there, remember?
Yeah. Yep. There's people that have it. Because how did they give pieces just recently to the defense of Higgins on the phone? And the cameras in the back they had, so they had to find it in the cloud. They had to find it somewhere. It was backed up somewhere.
Wasn't that on a memory stick?
If it was, that part was taken out on round one and then just give it to them. It was given back to them just recently in, I think, October or November, whatever the fuck it was. But what's more important is the preservation notice that that Giannetti wrote on the day of her arraignment,
Right.
which is usually not spoken about. It's actually just known, like that's what you're
Right.
supposed to do as a
It's like
prosecution.
a process paper, right?
Yeah, but Yannetti, knowing that something was up, because he probably Scanlon had already visited him by then, and said, "You know what? I'm going to say it to make sure that it's on record." Thank God he did, because he had the motion there for the on the February 2nd, and then for some reason it didn't make it through Bev Cannoni's court. She signed off on it, denied on the motion. So I don't know what the fuck that means. You there?
Yeah. I'm just trying to figure that out. Why would Bev deny it if it was already like granted?
I don't do it. That's why this is weird. And it's on my Twitter feed too. So if she wrote back in October, a motion denied
Right.
or evidence you're hearing, or this evidence is not allowed, or whatever it might be, and it's actually exculpatory evidence that they had, it's a fucking case for dismissal. So when you get this dismissal argument coming up on the 21st,
Yep.
20th, it's gonna be fucking lit, dude.
Well, didn't Hank was up there saying that he's done all, Hank, there's got to be more, Mike, because Hank was trying to defend himself, right? Yesterday. Yeah. He's trying.
Well, if she wrote denied on October 22nd of 23.
Yeah.
And we weren't in court yet. It was just all pretrial stuff, right?
Okay.
Why did she do that? And then why are we still getting pieces of exculpatory evidence? Did she think that everything that we had was enough? She probably thought that, or was trying to get that done.
All right, but now, right?
Yeah.
Here's their argument. It doesn't necessarily mean it's exculpatory. Brian Higgins being on his phone at that time just means Brian Higgins didn't tell anybody or lied about it.
That's right. So they're all caught in the fucking rip, dude. They're in the fucking dragweed right now, fucking underwater, going, oh shit.
Wasn't he a witness?
Yep.
Then why is he involved in the investigation?
Oh, Higgins?
Yeah.
He should be.
He shouldn't be, should he?
No.
Here he is, right? 1:30 in the morning, hanging out at the police station.
Dude, he lied to a federal grand jury. And if he signed a proper deal and didn't give him the full, full memo, we'll call it a full story, he's fucked. Yep. He's fucked. He's the first one that should start to think about what's going on in the world, so to speak. And he's not family, dude.
Yeah, I know. He's not. And Berkowitz isn't there to protect him either.
So, it's like, so if the prosecution comes across a discovery piece of evidence that has Higgins on the phone, and of course they saw it, they must have, and Hank turns it over when he takes over, but Lally knew about it the whole time. That's what's scary. Is that
Lally just doing nothing. That's like he doesn't know anything.
Exactly right. So he played hide the ball the whole time, and he knew he had Higgins in a lie in the state federal grand juries, and they never brought it up and never turned it over.
We need to look at the Brian Higgins testimony again and watch that now that we know, right?
I did. I already did. I already watched it. Okay. Well, I didn't watch the whole. I watched the whole thing. I watched a couple of videos that Flippa did or something else, but right on. So when they had the TUI, meaning Jackson and everybody had the TUI, they knew there was a 1:30 phone call made from Higgins' phone outside the Canton PD, but they couldn't bring it up, right? So
really,
you hear Alan Jackson say, "You've never lied in front of a grand jury before, right?" And he's like, "No, sir, I never have."
Oh yeah.
They got him, dude. They fucking got him. So right, I mean, dead to rights. They have him. His own words used against him.
But if
He's not,
they didn't ask him about it, that means he didn't tell him about it.
well,
He just didn't. He didn't.
Right.
What do you call it? There?
He didn't disclose it.
Right.
So he goes in front of a federal grand jury. No, no. Remember this. He's not a lawyer there. He's just got fucking Levy, who has the TUI report, who knows what's going on. He set all of them up to lie.
Right.
In my opinion, to catch him in some sort of lie, right? They hand it over to the defense, and they hand it over to Judge Bev, and they hand it over to the prosecution, and say, "Hey, listen, we got these guys dead to rights. Here's the phone call. Here's what they didn't disclose. Blah 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 blah." And then Morrissey says, "Fuck it, we're gonna play ball, right? We're gonna play hide the ball, Lally. You're the guy,
the ball, right?
Right?" And then so they go through the whole trial. The worst thing that could have happened was a mistrial. They needed something to get the hand Karen on big time to make this go away, and it didn't happen. And now in round 2, they got the video of him on the camera. So now it's not the TUI. It's not. He said it in the grand jury. It's actually discoverable exculpatory evidence.
Right.
Makes a big difference when you have it like that. So now it can be talked about. Now here goes Higgins. He's conflicted. He's going to say whatever he wants up there. But once they catch him in that lie, why did you not talk about it? Why do you say you bumped into people at the Canton Police Department? Here's a picture of you out there moving your Jeep or whatever, or your government vehicle, and here's a picture of you making a phone call 1:30 in the morning. Who are you calling? Now, a good lawyer, never asks a question he doesn't know the answer to. So
why couldn't they get the phone records from Higgins?
He got rid of his phone, the preservation order, but the TUI already had him. The feds already had the wire up. 3,074 pages, dude, of exculpatory evidence. Throw a dot at any page, you're gonna find something to get her off on. Trust me. You know what I mean? Now you have Farwell in prison, federal prison, with his life on the line. You got Proctor with his job on the line on the 10th. You got Higgins caught in a lie about a phone and what time and where he was, and butt dials this and but. What the chances of? Remember I told you the odds of winning? I mean, doing that many butt dials in one day, like winning the Powerball 3 times in a week. It's like.
And how many butt dials? None.
You'll break it up. Let's say that again.
It only happened that day. Butt dials only happened that night.
Good point. Right. So have you had a butt dial on your phone since that trial? Have you had one? Have you done one?
Yep.
I haven't done a butt dial, and since I've owned this phone, you know what I mean? It just doesn't happen. I haven't called anybody by accident without pressing a button with my finger. You know what I mean? These butt dials are from the fucking 80s.
At 2:00 in the morning, no doubt.
I know.
And guess what? It happened. It happens to your decorated dude friend. Happens over there too.
Yeah, and then the other thing that really they get a pound home is that. Out of the 4,500 searches, of all the searches that Jen McCabe did on her phone, she's only deleted one.
Yeah.
4,000 something searches on her phone, and she only deleted one that year. Okay.
And that one that she deleted is the one that there's no excuse for.
Right. So now, let's just chronologically figure this out. Okay. Higgins lies about being on the phone at 1:30 in the morning, right? He lies about what time. Well, he lied in the state grand jury what time he left the house. He said 12:15, 12:20. Then he changed it again. It's like 1:30 because one something because Caitlin puts him in the house. Then he lies about making a phone call. Okay, at the police station, right? Then he lies about the butt dials. Okay, and Albert lies about the butt dials.
And the preservation order for his phone. Somebody destroyed that the day before.
Trust me, they have that phone call being made from someone in the fucking Norfolk County District Attorney's office phone to his phone. Both of them. That's in the 3,000 page TUI. Okay, then Then you have him caught dead lying to a federal grand jury. That's not a slap on the wrist. That's
Nope.
fucking huge, dude. Huge. Especially when you're a fucking officer of the fucking law. A federal officer of the law.
Yeah.
It's not like this is no like, oh, you forgot. No, dude. He's already had those butt dials granted and bullshit. And then he actually goes to a kiosk in a federal building and uses it for his own personal use to change
Yeah.
a text message. Hey, Lord,
Yeah.
606.
Just to delete it.
Yep.
Just to delete it.
Yep. It's fucking crazy. Like, it's how, like, if you just write it down and put it on paper, like, it's if she doesn't, like, if Bev can't see the light of this one, I don't know what we're in for on round two, because if it doesn't get dismissed, seriously, it probably won't, but if it doesn't get dismissed, I'll have a real head scratcher going on. I'll be like, I don't know how Hank is going to try to defend these things. How does Hank come back and say, well, we turned it over at least? I mean, well, good for you. It should have been here in 2023, dude, before the fucking where it started, but no, you guys held on to it. If they had known about that call back in October when the preservation orders and everything were done, and Yannetti did it from the fucking arraignment, which is huge. We would know all these things, right? But no, they played hide the ball the whole fucking time. And it was fucking Berkey.
That whole DVR thing kind of blows my mind. I'm pretty sure, again, with evidence in the town of Canton, I'm pretty sure you're not allowed to keep evidence on an iCloud. Got to be secure, Mike.
Yeah, you know better about that. But I don't. Clouds get they get fucking ripped all the time. I mean, everybody knows that, especially the stock markets and stuff. Like, if businesses keep their bank accounts in the cloud, that's still bueno.
Right.
No.
But they know better.
What's interesting is, like, you have 3,000 pages of TUI, and if they are able to open it up now because of the federal grand jury and the lie that Higgins told, and you have
that's true. Okay.
Right now you're introducing the TUI a little bit more, and you can get into a little bit more questioning, and that might open up to somebody saying the wrong thing on the stand. Then you have the Jen McCabe Google search that happened, and then that being deleted out of 4,000 searches. You have the dog bite expert happening. That if the dog bit, he was in the house, dude.
Yeah.
Right? Period. If the jury believes that the dog bit John was in the house. Then you have Higgins saying originally there was somebody tall there. I couldn't tell who it was, which was
what about
bullshit.
the person? Yeah. What if there was like person that was at the 34 Fairview that's not really around, we'll say, but was there?
There's a lot of people that like okay, so Colin's there earlier than we think, but he was acting strange. That's why some people left. He's acting like Colin acts when he's drunk, right? That's that's like Duty's daughter and what's his name's daughter? Who did he call for a ride home originally? And she didn't answer.
Beatty.
Yeah, Beatty's daughter. So that's how it got out. I think Beatty's daughter found out from some of the who then told the father, who told Scanlon. Like you have Charles Duty, the chief of the fire department's daughter there, right? And then he retires as a fire chief, and then becomes the town administrator. Just like that, guys. Like within a month. And then all the names are written wrong and all the bullshit. And then he says it's a Scribner error, blah, blah, blah. It just doesn't, nothing in this thing jives at all. And
it doesn't.
If you notice, Bev was on time yesterday.
I did.
She was there. She was there at like fucking 9:05. Usually she was strolling at 25 past, 9:30, whatever, And then Jim, the clerk, can't find the preservation order that she signed. That was her way out yesterday. You know, fucking crazy. So she's like, if someone could show me the document, Jim can't seem to find it. Fuck, I had it on my phone in 3 seconds. It's in that.
Will had just got done reading it too.
Who?
Will.
Yeah,
Blair.
Will.
Like,
Will. The
of all
same week.
people.
He had a whole preservation order show going about Yannetti saying, "Hey."
Yep.
It was unbelievable, and that's why I had you ask him that outside of the courtroom yesterday. I'm like, hey, ask Will about the preservation order. He was like, dude, I wanted to stand up and show him my phone. I'm like, no shit, dude, that was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like you made it there.
I did.
Anybody else there yet or no?
Couple people. Nice turnout.
8:49. Wow. All right. Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah.
Well, hit that smash and like, subscribe button. Yeah, Arkansas Peaches. She didn't want to find it yesterday because they would have put her right on the spot. And let me tell you, I fucking tagged Yannetti in it right away. So he had that courtroom doc in his fucking laptop yesterday while he was sitting there. If you looked at Twitter, anyways, I'm sure he had it anyways. Yeah, we're at a Juston Root Vigil today, folks. This is what we're doing. Yeah, Jim the clerk. I mean, Darcy. Yeah, I mean, who went to Keynote? Yeah, Jim. He should have had that fucking doc, but it's like, we're gonna hide the ball kind of shit, Oh wow, look at the table set up and everything there. Nice.
Yep.
Get that? Can you get that QR code there when you get a chance? Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Wow. You got mainstream media there, bro?
What's up?
Is mainstream media there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Nice.
How you doing, dear?
Doing all right.
Good
How
to
you
see
doing?
you. You look
Good
so
to see
good.
too.
You do such a good job with everything.
I
It looks
try.
so good.
I mean, after 5 years,
I know you got it down.
It's down. I guess I could tape it down below.
Is that the island where it took place right behind them?
Well, I can't hear you. What?
Is that the island right behind you where it took place, right? That green spot?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I can see the flag there. Okay, yeah. That's fucking awesome. What a good job.
Look at the freaking roses, Mike.
Oh, my God. So it's 5 years ago today that his life was taken? Is that what
Huh?
Is it 5 years ago today that his life was taken?
January 27th, February 7th, 2020. Yep.
All right. Okay. So his birthday is 27th. His life was taken on the 7th. Okay. All right.
Isn't this so beautiful?
Wow.
I'm in awe.
So let's just back up a bit. Imagine he's at a doctor's appointment. He's going into the doctors, and all of a sudden, shit just goes sideways. Right? 31 shots right here, folks. Right here. He's laying on the ground. 31 shots.
I am really taken back by how nice that looks.
Something like that, for John would have been nice, But we respect privacy, so we didn't do anything.
You guys come.
Oh wow, they did it right, man. Oh, they're gonna let white doves go? Holy shit! Wow.
Beautiful.
Hey, did Scott make it down? Do you know if he's come? I thought he said he was gonna come. I don't
see him.
I don't want to put him on the spot, but it's all right.
No, he was planning on it. I know that much.
Yeah.
The freaking roses are the most beautiful setup I've seen.
Oh yeah, I
That
do
is
that every
so
year.
nice. Really, it's really next level.
Thankfully,
Beautiful.
my cousin stayed with me, and she actually did it this year. But that's what I usually do. I get Costco flowers.
Perfect. Perfect.
And that's actually where he died, right
I
there.
can't. I can't. It's just so nice. So nice to see that.
Well, I like to put something, right there to buy.
And do they come back?
What is the?
Do they come back or are they gone forever?
No, they're not gone forever. So that's what I asked.
Good.
No, because I was like, what? No, you don't have to, like, really
No, just go, right? But they're beautiful.
That's a good question. They actually turn into
that's awesome.
They actually turn into whores on white horse on.
No.
I can't go there with this shit. No, stop it. So there's a Star Market right behind him too the whole time.
Yep.
Wow. Holy shit.
And someone came to help, and they told her to get back, and then they started shooting them.
Tommy,
Yeah.
can you ask Jen if she can send us a QR code for Juston?
QR code.
Yeah.
Well,
So I can put it up on the corner.
Yeah. Do I have one? I sent it to Tom. Let me see.
And tell Jen I said what she did a wonderful job.
I will.
Shelby, do you want like the thumbnail of
You know if there's a QR code for this? By any chance?
What you can send me whatever.
Shelby.
All right.
Oh crap. Hold on.
Can you take a picture of that?
Hold on, they're working on it. You got that?
I didn't get the picture, but did you grab it, Tom?
Yeah.
Okay, just send it to me.
See you. Okay,
I
good
just sent you the thumbnail, Shelby, of what they have going on today.
Yeah, I got that. I just need. I don't want the QR code because right now it's ours, and I want to put Justin's up.
And just talking about like the civil suit for the O'Keefe's, they're gonna be suing Karen and all the bars and everything like that. They got no receipts, man, from C.F. McCarthy's, I think, from the drinks. I don't know what's going on with that. People are talking about receipts and shit. They can't find them. I don't know. Oh Jesus! Hey, listen to this tonight, dude. You there, Tommy? You there?
Yeah.
On tonight on Calling All Beings.
Yes.
Listen to this. You're gonna have Calling All Beings, obviously, Brother Counsel, Law Ferraro, where it Law Ferraro. Okay.
Okay. That's
And
three.
And then Olivia Lambo.
4. Wow.
So that's gonna be on tonight, man. Holy shit, dude. I'm sorry. Monday at 7:00. Monday at 7:00.
All right.
Holy shit, dude.
And just think just think of what's going to come up this weekend when people sit down and go over what's been said by the judge.
You get Karen's interview on Sunday night after the game, right?
Yep.
Then you have this coming up on Monday. Good job, GJ, man. Wow, you got those 3 people together. Fuck, dude. That's a good combo right there. Wow. Looks like we're getting some snow on Sunday too, bro.
Yeah, on 2 cameras right there in the corner. That's didn't have.
Do you need me to do anything?
No, I'm good. Thank
Okay.
you, Tom. Guys, how do you use the table?
How's the sidewalks? Are they okay?
Kinda.
Yesterday it was brutal over in Dedham, huh?
Yeah. It wouldn't stop. It just kept. It was just. I mean.
I mean the sidewalks though. I mean just the sidewalks
Yeah.
alone, just walking it around there. They should do a better job of cleaning that, man.
What happened was the snow on top of you couldn't see the ice below it.
Right.
So when people were walking, they were telling Karen not to go near the side because it was wicked slippery.
Did you hear that Hank's salary is actually more than what they agreed to? He's actually got another bonus.
And that's shocking. How?
No, I can tell
Right?
by your reaction. You knew that was coming. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because
I mean,
that's way too cheap. You know what I mean?
and again, right? How much are going to pay you to try that case?
I mean, he's a young guy, man. It's a tough one to take an L on or get caught up in the bullshit. You know what I mean, kind of thing.
But he seems to be, I don't want to say following under the tutelage of what's his name of the other lawyer.
Lally?
No,
Krowski?
Krowski. Yeah, them two always go to lunch together. So it's not maybe one's helping the other.
It's interesting
You
that
know?
lawyers can talk, to lawyers on opposing or same counsel or same agenda, and like there's no problem about that. Like hiding secrets, talking about secrets.
It could be something just like that. That easy. That simple.
Yeah, I know. But I guess when you go to your lawyers, it's you get the right of you can't be harassed or wiretapped or all that bullshit.
Right.
Anyways.
But again,
I'm
gonna get my gloves.
So what's the over under on the glare going to the dinner tonight? I got it definitely going. He's going. I got it.
Definitely, I'm on that. I'm with you there.
All right.
Yeah, definitely there.
I don't
Why
know
wouldn't he?
I don't know anything, people, but I'm just using common sense that he's in town for a reason. He's being very coy, and maybe he'll call me out on it. But I bet you don't.
I think so. I mean, that makes sense, right?
Yeah, I would love to have dinner with him.
A lot of people would too, right?
Yeah. He was getting pictures taken all over the place. He's a good guy. I mean,
he doesn't come here that often, but I mean, he comes here once in a while.
I'm glad he met Grant.
Finally, right?
Yeah.
In the flesh, he's different in real life,
I know. He was like, and he goes, "Hey, look, Grant, here's my buttons in the snow."
We're trying to explain to Grant that the snow highlights what it is.
I saw that.
He didn't want to get it.
That's when he started backpedaling, and Aiden called him right out on it. He's like, "Dude, you're lying. I can tell you're lying right now by the smile. You can tell by the smirk on his face. He doesn't have a good poker face. Like if he really believed that Canton PD just missed it on the taillights, he's fucking so far off. He's so far off on that. I can tell. You can tell by the look on his face. Like it's just Canton PD sucks. I'm like, okay, dude. Almost like we shouldn't give him the time. Like he was almost waiting for you to get there.
Good morning.
Heck yeah, I didn't want to bother you. You're running around crazy. I didn't want to. You're doing something. I don't want to get in your way.
Yeah,
you need me to do anything?
No,
Okay.
I was helping out a little bit.
What you doing now?
Yeah, I just came in like hot. I was like,
Yeah. And I'm just That's beautiful. You see the flowers over
Yeah. Oh, so I brought those.
The
Yeah, that's
roses?
from, yeah. Oh, no, I didn't do the roses. I have the fake ones.
there? Did you see those right there? Come here. Come here. Check this out. And of course you're gonna say, okay. No, no, no. Watch. Look at this. Ain't that something?
That's the actual. You should get a picture of that, Tommy. You can.
Yeah.
I'm getting a picture of Smile
Yeah,
Tom.
get it posted. Yeah.
But that is, I mean, I've seen stuff. That's just beautiful.
Wow.
Isn't it?
I,
Lot
I,
of- I know, huh? Again, I told you you'd say Jen right there.
Hey, Mike.
hey, girl, what's going on?
Good morning,
Good to-
everybody.
Hey,
That is so pretty.
Yeah, it really is.
And she always does a good job.
Yeah, she's.
shit.
Yeah.
When she,
But-
Tommy, when she was doing down at the Mike Morrissey's office, she had an awesome thing set up. Remember the tables?
Yeah.
And all,
Yep. Yep.
We got to get this. We got to get this something done. We have to get this in front of some lawyers and some fucking lawmakers.
Get in front of the right person in DC and you bring everything up. You bring up Justin, you bring up Enrique, you bring up Sandra.
Yep.
You know?
John. So if you're not familiar with Justin Root, he was assassinated by Boston PD. But the problem is, Boston PD did not investigate them. Norfolk County District Attorney's Office took over the investigation because it happened in Brookline. And guess who was on that investigative team? Yuri,
Yeah.
Tully.
Didn't they pull the trigger too? Wait a minute, didn't they pull the trigger?
No, I don't think they fired.
There were state police that were.
Oh, I don't know. It wasn't them though, because they would have been conflicted.
They did the investigation. That's right.
Yeah, they did the investigation. Yeah. So that's what we're fighting against. Just another. This happened 5 years ago. Okay. And 31 shots after he was already hit 5 times in his car while he's driving. He falls off to the side, gets out of his car. A nurse runs up to him, understands what's going on. The police run up to him, push the nurse aside, and open up on him 31 times. Okay? And then you have the Norfolk County District Attorney's Office investigate the shooting, and then they get a free pass. All the Boston PD. Done. And Yuri Buchanan the following day goes up there, and he's still finding shell casings. Yeah, Meatball Morris, she spearheaded this one. Yep, 30 days. You're right. It was done in 30 days. Thanks, guys. Yep, we're done. Yep. He was at the hospital down the street for a mental health appointment.
Yeah. Right up that road right there.
Yep.
Right.
And got in an altercation, and there was shots fired there. The
he
parking
didn't-
a parking valet got shot in the head.
And they thought Justin shot him, but he didn't.
That's
Because he didn't have a
correct.
gun.
Yep. And whose gun was that? His friend's gun.
It was a Boston PD just grabbed a gun out of a locker and ended up not being his issued weapon. It was
Right.
his partner's issued weapon. So he even had the wrong gun in his hand when he shot the cop. And that's okay. That was allowed. So, This is the road he was at, right? And he crashed.
which is Route 9. But they made it, so Brookline, believe it or not, Brookline falls under the Norfolk County District Attorney's Office, which is fucking crazy.
Yes. So, he crashed.
No, Justin Root today, Lloyd Pessa 6. Yeah, no, I could see a couple of shots if they had to, but 31 times, dude. 31 times.
But he had no weapon, dude.
No.
At this point, he had zero. He had nothing.
Yep. So he pulls off to the side, head to the right. A nurse sees him.
Yeah.
You're gonna try to
Nurse from going at a Stop and Shop.
Yep.
He
sees him
comes
come-
up, stumbles. She comes over here to help him.
and he
right here.
She gets told to run.
Get out of the way. And they just
I mean, 31. If you ever heard 31 shots go off before, man, you know, Tom.
Yep.
And it was how many, like 5 different officers. Okay, it wasn't one guy clip reclip. It was like 5 different people shooting them. Yeah, right.
Yep.
You know what's so these cops had so much adrenaline going through them because of the shots fired back at the police station. I mean, back at the hospital. Someone's already hit. I can imagine what's going over the radio. It was balls to the walls. He wasn't.
Yeah.
He wasn't stopping. Right. All of a sudden, he's already been shot at the hospital. He's finally starting to fade out a little bit, so to speak, and he comes off here. The nurse runs up to him because he's stumbling around outside, and then all hell breaks loose. I can't believe just being an officer of the law with that kind of deadly weapon and just seeing what's going on and analyzing it and still shooting.
Yeah. Well,
Doesn't make sense to me, Tommy. That's, you know what I mean? Like,
it doesn't. But in the same time, it's called contempt by cop. The cops are like, "How dare you run from me?" And they take it personal,
right.
and that's when they just start freaking shooting.
But you get someone speaking? Yeah, he had a paintball gun. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, 31 shots is way too much overkill. Big time.
There was no need for that.
Yeah, I mean, 31 shots. I mean, 31 shots, dude. That's like wartime shit.
Yeah.
It's making sure that is immobilized. Done. You're moving on, right? That guy's down. Don't worry about it.
The first indication would have been that there was a civilian right there, Mike.
True.
The nurse that came over to help.
Yeah.
First they put your gun down. Like it doesn't come out because there's other people in line of fire.
Look at all the traffic too. Like, I mean, you're putting other people's lives on a ricochet through the parking lot, through the nurses.
Yeah.
I mean, all kinds of stuff going on. Can you imagine what that place must have been like 5 years ago with all the police there?
You're responsible for every single round that you fire.
So how is it that they find shell casings a day or two later, in the bushes and shit?
They went over the metal detector and I went back and looked again.
But so you tell me the crime scene unit didn't do its job again, right?
Again, correct.
Right.
You didn't have to. It was a done deal already, Mike. That's why.
When the medical examiner goes, there's 31, everybody else is counting their bullets. Well, I shot 7, you shot 9, or whatever it was. They should have 9 shell casings, right? Are they responsible for their own shell casings, or does the what?
Again, there's so many things that are wrong here, Mike. Right? Like so many things. That the guy had the wrong service weapon, dude.
People are saying I'm making too much sense. I know, really. The crazy thing what Tom just said is that back at the hospital, the police detail, the gentleman that was there had the wrong Glock on him. He took his friend's Glock by mistake or on purpose because he forgot it.
They share a locker, so he grabbed the wrong gun.
Can you? I can't, because that guy didn't even have a job anymore. That's crazy, dude.
Dude, he used someone else's gun.
I know.
It's okay.
That's fucking nuts.
It doesn't make no sense.
In wartime, I get it. If you're in wartime, I get it. But we're not in a wartime, guys. And God forbid if this was the wrong color, dude. It would be
fucking Jesus, you don't even want to go there.
Right? You see what I'm saying? You hear what I'm saying? Like, this would have been crazy.
Yep.
And I'm glad mainstream media is there today, too, even though I fucking hate them, but I'm glad they're there.
Yeah. Channel 7's here.
I feel like
Channel 10, cable.
Look, I feel like in the mainstream media versus what we do, we're right in that 50-50 line where people are starting to watch us more and go up by a couple of points as the younger generation gets older.
We're a little more mobile, right?
Right? Yeah. And
we're flexible.
You're seeing it from a person's view, like a body cam, just you know what I mean? It's kind of cool. And I bet you sooner than you think you'll be able to wear a jacket, Tom, with a camera built right into it, just walk around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Built-in wireless and everything, right?
Yeah, everything, dude.
That's a good idea. Battery power. I could put some batteries in it. I can make
Yeah.
one, Mike.
Yeah.
It's a good idea, right?
Yep. People, it's pretty cool. I just mentioned about mainstream media. People are saying I haven't watched the news in 2 years. Yeah, and I agree it's not war, but I tell you, I don't know how these police officers in Boston could just do what they did and have it be 30 days, it's over with, and okay, back to work, let's go. What the, you don't think they sat around and talked about it at bar rooms and, got a couple of data boys and way to go. How's it feel?
I think it was Yuri, wasn't it?
Yeah, fucking Yuri, Tully, and Fanning were all there, dude. Dunn, all those fuckers.
And they're investigating the Boston Police Department for the shoot.
So, because they're doing them a solid.
And I think this is where it started, the favor for a favor, right?
I thought there was one other one that they got someone did something up in the North Shore. They got moved to Somerville for a favor. It's weird how these guys work. I don't want to jibber jabber about it, but yeah, there's a lot of bullshit going on. And it's like an unspoken rule. Okay, if there's something shady in my district, can we just move it to yours and have your guys look at it and kind of do a half-ass job? And we need to protect our own kind of thing. Well,
and then word comes down.
Yeah, the public needs
take care of that.
Yeah, but the public needs to protect their own, which is what Tommy's doing right now. This is what you tell me. This is what you do. What you're doing right now, because these guys to your right there, the mainstream media, they're only going to use a snippet of what's going on right now.
Yeah. I can't. Mike, is this Lexus?
Yeah.
The red? It's layered on top of the black here, right?
Yeah.
That's what I think popped off.
Popped in. Yes, Kamahava. Yeah, the Lynn, Essex sheriff's son was arrested for battery and the case was moved to Suffolk. Thank you.
Time is it? 9:16. All right.
Yeah, they should be starting soon. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks for everybody. Good morning, Olivia. Hey, thanks for everybody for coming and watching today. It wasn't talked about. We didn't get the thumbnail up pretty quick, but we're on it. Sorry.
We're just trying. Again, we're fluid, right?
Yeah. That's what's one thing about Tommy. He's good to go.
Mm. And I know I don't make it easy for the mods. So people with their alarms, I don't understand. Hey, buddy, there you go. All right, what's the chat saying? What town is this? This is
Brookline.
Brookline.
Route 9.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, Will has kicked off Twitter. Now Eden is in Facebook jail. What the fuck? Really?
No.
Yeah, someone's Gail is saying that in the chat. Yeah.
Why is he in jail?
Facebook jail.
I know.
I'm not on Facebook, dude. You have to.
Okay.
You're gonna have to have one of the mods, or you look into it if you get a chance. Good morning from Indianapolis. Good morning.
Wow, love that.
Where's everybody repping from? I tell you, Jessica Machado's dropping bombs lately. Ever since she left her job, she's doing a job.
Jess does good work. I like her stuff.
I know. I wish a paper around here would hire, or she would start a blog. She asked the question, 317 rep. She asked the question if anybody would pay $5 a month. I said, "Fuck yeah."
Mm-hmm.
That kind of stuff. She does all like the immigrant
for her content. Yeah.
Yeah, She does all
Yeah.
kinds of stuff. And imagine having the freedom to do whatever she wanted. Like
Her own
not being,
stories and
yeah,
stuff.
not going into the the office and saying bah, 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 bah.
I mean, if she covered just the Karen Reed stuff, she'd do great.
Oh, so Turtle Boy's in jail because he posted something about the crackheads.
Crackheads, okay. Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Florida repping Essex County here, Washington State, Southern Maine. Wow. Just for shadow. It's the truth. I think you just got to unleash her, dude, man. I'm telling you. She can
Again, I love what she writes. I love all her content.
Olivia, Maine in the summer, 508 Worcester, repping the 508.
508 Kevin.
Okay, you're not supposed to show people using drugs on Facebook. Okay. South Dakota, Arkansas. What the Brooklyn? I hate
Brooklyn,
it.
Florida.
No sleep. I'm still just blown away about the people that we get from out of state. It just blows my mind.
Yep.
Here we are with the mainstream media that's only going to reach Massachusetts, maybe Southern New Hampshire, North Carolina, Braintree, Connecticut. Awesome, man.
North and South Carolina, Tennessee. That's
Yep.
right there. That's a big block. Yeah.
Quincy, home of meatball. Essex County, assaulted by a cop. Yeah. Welcome to the crew.
Yeah. Good turnout for Justin. And
Illinois, UK, Michigan, Shreveport, Florida. Wow. Wisconsin, up to Alabama, dude. I still blows my mind how many people we get out here, you know?
Bam's all right.
Who? Worcester County, Justice for Enrique. Fucking red, Shelby. That's way Western Mass, though. Do you guys get snow yet? I know it's coming tomorrow, so. Cape Cod, thank you. Missouri, St. Louis. The North Shore. Shut up, Mike. Philly, go Birds. Let's go. Let's go flip. Green Bay. I love this. Knowing where everybody comes from. This is cool. Quincy. I used to live in Texas. I used to live in Quincy.
Good morning, everybody. We're getting ready to get started. If we could just have everybody move inside the coned area here. That's one of the deals that we made with the property in order to allow us to use the space. If we can keep everybody out of the active driveway and inside the coned area, we'll be getting started in just a few moments.
I'm going to go on mute when he starts, okay? But I'll wait.
Yeah.
While you're up there, you should go to the computer place, to your store there.
Yeah, it's right up the street.
I know.
I should, huh?
We're gonna go back there soon. When we get maybe before the trial starts and maybe re-up on some stuff, you know.
Yeah, it's a playground.
I know, dude. I think we'd be in and out of there. We were just walking around going, wow, look at that.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Hello? Flood the chat with red and black hearts, okay? For Juston. Yeah, it's Juston, by the way, just so you guys know. So we spell it like just one with an E at the end sometimes because we're just one.
Yeah.
But you do what you want, man. Yeah, we got just one. Yep, there you go. Over there. I think the QR code is for Justin's. I'm not sure if we were able to get it up there in time or not. But if you Google it, I'm sure it's out there. Thanks for all the hearts, guys. So it's awesome. Okay, so that's our own QR code. Okay. Well, if you put a note in there and it says, Tommy, give this to, he'll forward it over for you if you want. So that was cool, Tom, that we raised $12,000 yesterday, huh?
Who did?
The whole chat on Twitter and stuff just raised the money for her expenses.
That's awesome, dude.
Dude, it was sick, dude. Someone donated $3,000. I don't know who it was. Someone did though.
Wow. Imagine that.
Right? Some good people out there, huh?
Awesome. Couple of likes. So many people care, dude.
You know, it was funny. Once they denied to recoup any funds for the travel expenses, fucking
Yep.
the chat went crazy on X, and then it just someone, I think it was SD.
Morning, everyone.
Oh, I'm gonna back off.
Before we start, I just make a note here that the Star Market and the stores behind us, they've asked us not to take any pictures of that. So if you're using a camera, keep them focused this way. Thank you. And really, and most specifically, I want to say thank you for coming out. And thank you for the many of you who've come out here every year. This is a case not just for Juston, but for America and for our state, and for just what's right. And you're all getting behind this is really a godsend. So just thank you very, very much. Juston, if you knew him, chances are very high 90s, that you would love him. He was a loving person, and he also had a mental health condition that sometimes, put him in difficult positions. Naturally, this event is the event that he was burned in with a difficult condition. However, it wasn't justified. I'd like to read to you from a email that he wrote me. He wrote very few emails. Kind of tells you the kind of person he was. And he sent me this email, one of maybe 2 emails he ever sent me. He always talked to me on the phone. But what it said is, I'm pushing for the end of world hunger. I'm pushing for more homeless shelters. I'm pushing for more civilized prisons. I am pushing for world peace. I gave my heart to God, and he filled it with love because it was broken. God can fill each and every one of your hearts and protect you. This is world peace. My love for humanity will never die. Have God fill your heart with love. Juston. So to me, that's the essence of Juston. He had a wild side, of course. He was a young youth, and he was a daring fellow. And he got into trouble from time to time. But to his friends and people who knew him, he was a remarkable person, and he will be remembered by many, many people. And now he'll be remembered by people such as yourselves that didn't even know him. So thank you all for that. Now I turn this mic, checking on the time. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so in a few moments, we're going to take a moment of silence amidst all the traffic noise, but still amongst ourselves, a moment of silence. And then we're going to play a song, and we will, oh yes. And then as you probably know by now, we have White Doves being released this year on the 5th anniversary of our event here and of Juston's path.
We can just talk like that.
This is a moment of silence.
So we're gonna do a moment of silence right now to take a moment out when these 6 officers shot Juston 31 times while he was on the ground over here.
I've raised my head and set myself in the eye of a storm, in the belly of a whale. My spirit stood on solid ground. I'll be at peace when they lay me down.
When I was a child, I cried till my needs were satisfied. My needs have grown up pound for pound. I'll be at peace when they lay me down. When they lay me down someday, the soul will rise and fly away. There they go! Turn around! There they go!
One wants to stay.
It's filled with tears and broken dreams. There are no tears forever. I'll be at peace when they lay me down. When they lay me down someday, the soul will rise and fly away. This whole world will turn around. I'll be at peace when they lay me down. When they lay me down someday, the soul will rise and fly away. This whole world will turn around. I'll be at peace when they lay me down. When I was a child, I cried.
All right. Thank you. I have a lot of emotions. It's been a very tough few months. And I can't believe it's been 5 years. It still feels like yesterday. People say that like time will help heal, but it doesn't. It just actually gets worse because so much time has gone by and you miss them at your table and you miss them at all your family events. Anyway, I want to thank everyone for being here because it's so good to see so many faces and people who have come throughout the years. It's that what keeps me going. We had some candles. Are those we had some battery flameless candles to hold, because I just wanted to hold them as a light for Juston. And for those of you that might not know, but Juston took his last breath right where those flowers are over there. And so I just wanted to hold the candle to share Juston's light. We'll remember Juston's spirit and his love and the love we hold in our hearts for him. I never thought that this would be where he would die. And I know I've told people this before, but now that I feel like I'm at 5 years, but Juston and I would chase. I mean, we'd be like trying to have some sort of race to get to the Chestnut Hill movie theater over there. So this is kind of like our old stomping ground. I feel my brother's spirit all around me. And I know that he would want me to seek justice for him, but not only for him, for other victims. He would want people to show more compassion for one another and to take a moment to help someone who's suffering and scared. He'd also say, like, don't sweat the small stuff. In one of our last text messages to each other, we texted I love you. Because in those weeks before he was killed, he's like, Jen, we need to reconnect with all the people who've touched our lives and tell them that we love them and take that time out to smell the roses or dance, because he definitely liked people to hear his music and bust a move. There's so much that I'm going to miss out on not having him. And every time someone says, like, you know, my brother or my sister, I realize that I don't have that anymore. But I want to remember his biggest bear hugs. He was definitely my little big brother. As we stand here 5 years later, there has been no justice for Juston. I'm not going to allow it to go unchecked, because what I've realized in this journey, we're going to get justice by making sure the truth is told. And I plan to just keep telling the truth of what happened. And I'm also going to let our court systems know that I'm beyond shocked and horrified that they would think it's reasonable for police officers to come up on an injured, incapacitated man covered in blood laying right there and shoot 31 bullets. Because that's what our Massachusetts judges and courts say a reasonable officer would do in the circumstances. So some of you know Juston's story, so here I am going to share it once again here. So on Friday, February 7th, 2020, Juston was outside his mental health center in Boston. He got out of his car and went to go talk to a security guard. They had a talk for a couple minutes, and he had noticed that Juston had something clear and plastic in his waistband. And Juston shook his hand and walked away. And then that security guard called his I don't know, like his command center, and said that a man had just threatened to shoot him. Well, we know that's not true, but what that sparked is a debacle of what led to this egregious killing. So the Boston police were called, they showed up, and this one officer just got out of his cruiser, walked right up to Juston with his gun out, and then Juston turned around and took out his ginormous 12-inch clear plastic paintball gun that also had like a chimney on it, so it was very identifiable. And that was in response to the officer's gun being out. There was no de-escalation, there was no conversation, there was no consideration for the fact that there were 3 mental health facilities steps from here. This should not happen at a hospital where people go for help. So that officer then shot it in half, leaving just a clear plastic small handle in his right hand. Another officer who took cover and stayed back, he shot 10 bullets. And the other officer had just fallen backwards, and then Juston fell onto his legs. Then they had some sort of tussle on the ground, and Juston was bleeding because he had probably been shot a good amount of times. There were 15 bullets shot at Brigham and Women's Hospital. Everybody should be alarmed and horrified at that because they ricochet. And if you have officers showing up and not de-escalating a situation, there could be horrible consequences. And actually, one of the Boston police bullets hit the valet in the head. He survived, but he has long-term injuries. And then Juston limped to his car and drove away slowly, and he was going very slow on Huntington Ave. As a matter of fact, it took about 2 years to get that video. And I also just want to say that the video on that Chase ATM over there, the 2 videos, couldn't get those either. It's amazing how much video footage disappears or skips over crucial moments. But that's the games they play. And we have all sorts of wind just blowing everything away here. Anyway, he drove away. One officer did a pit maneuver, and Juston took off. And meanwhile, he was bleeding profusely in his car. Then he crashed right up at this intersection over here at a high speed. Wheels came off his car. It was a catastrophic accident. There's no one who could go by that car and think that whoever got out of it was going to be okay. Never mind being shot and covered in blood. So he then got out of his car, fell onto the sidewalk over there. And meanwhile, there was a civilian who was a certified EMT who was in her car right across over here, and she ran to come and help him. And by the time he got to this small mulch area, he dropped right there, and she was at his side and noted that he had, by the way, he had lost 2,000 cc's of blood in his car seat. So he was in really rough condition. Anyway, she described him as lights on, no one home, his eyes rolling up into the back of his head, and gurgling blood. And he was clutching his chest, probably having a cardiac arrest from so much blood loss. So the officers came running with their guns out, and they told her to run, and she did. But they started, like, literally one guy kicked him, the one who did the pit maneuver, kicked him instead of apprehending him. And then they did a semicircle from 5 to 6 feet away, and they shot him 31 times. So one of those bullets went across this parking lot. Excessive force puts us all in danger. That's why we can't let it go unchecked. And that's why they're always going to be hearing from me. And now with connecting with a lot of other justice groups, like the Sandra Birchmore group and the Free Karen Reed group, what we have in common is the Norfolk District Attorney's Office. And the very same investigators are also in those 2 other cases that were in Juston's. There's something going on here in Norfolk DA's office, and we're definitely going to get to the bottom of it. And we're going to make sure it might not be right away, because I know this is a marathon. It's a long one, but we're definitely, by teaming up and coming together, we're getting energized, and we ain't got no quit. So I'm honored to have other speakers here today. And I'm going to share what this next journey for me is that Juston would add an E to the end of his name, making it just one. And so he would say that we are just one. And that's what my next chapter in this book is going to be focusing on, that we are one. Now I'm going to ask Mizzy to come on up. She is spearheading the Sandra Birchmore case, and we've done some standouts together. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. I am very honored to be able to speak to you today. I didn't know Juston, but his story has definitely touched me. I just want to grab my phone so I have some of the things that I wrote down to say. As Jen said, I run the Justice for Sandra Birchmore group with my team. And at the beginning of, for the last year, I've had on Twitter, I've had a lot of people bombarding me saying, look at this case, look at this case. And I was like, I don't have the mental capacity to look at another case. But then I was like, you know what, I need to check this case out because I'm hearing it's the same investigators. I'm hearing that there's something fishy with this case. And so I ended up watching Jen on a few shows so I could really hear from her mouth what his case was all about. And I was horrified. What happened to him should never happen to anyone. Mental illness shouldn't be a death sentence. Mental illness should never be something that the cops use against you. They're supposed to protect and serve, and they should be trained on how to use strategies to de-escalate and make things better. And the security guard at that hospital should have known how to de-escalate the situation too, because he's the one who set this all off. He is responsible, extremely responsible for what happened here. As I said, I run the Justice for Sandra Birchmore group, and that's how I met Jen. And we have worked together, and we did an event called Stronger Together. That's because all of us are stronger together. The only way we can change policing in this country is working together. As Jen said, the same investigators that investigated this case, investigated Sandra's case, investigated Officer O'Keefe's case, and there is something wrong in the Norfolk DA's office. There shouldn't be a case closed after about 30 days, especially with, or I don't know if some of you know, there was a case where a man was leaving rubber duckies around Canton, and they investigated that case for 6 months. There's an issue with that. Why would you not investigate a case like this for only that amount of time and take on this ridiculous case for 6 months? There's a problem in that DA's office. Michael Morrissey needs to go. The CPAC under him needs to go. We all need to work together to make sure these things get changed. We can't allow this to continue. This young man shouldn't have lost his life here. The police should have, at that point, what happened here, they should have handcuffed him and then provided care to save his life. But they didn't. They executed this young man. And there's also an issue with the police investigating themselves and letting their buddies, other cops, go. It's dirty cops investigating dirty cops. And the 3 cases I've mentioned, it's funny that all of these cases involve police officers doing wrong. Juston's case, he was murdered and executed by the police. Sandra's case, she was murdered by a police officer. Officer O'Keefe, we believe that there's dirty cops in that house who murdered him. It is long time for us to all band together and stand up against the police who are doing wrong in this Norfolk DA's office. Thank you for having me.
Thank you, Mizzy.
And I'd like to invite Peter Murphy to come on up. He's a longtime Karen Reed supporter, and we are all Karen Reed supporters.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for showing up today for this 5-year anniversary for the untimely passing of Juston. I had met the family back maybe months ago, ironically at District Attorney Morrissey's office on a standout. We marched around the building. It was probably 75 or 100 strong. And the narrative continues. We've seen, as these elegant speakers before me have reiterated, just the continuation of nefarious policing by the District Attorney Morrissey's office. There's no other way to express it. It's cut and dry. It's before all of us. Evident. I think that this banner right here pretty much tells everything that I was going to speak to. As I said, my name is Peter Murphy, or maybe I didn't say it. My name is Peter Murphy. I'm a retired police sergeant from Canton Police, the infamous Canton Police Department that investigated Sandra Birchmore's suicide and now death, and also John O'Keefe's death. I was on the job from 1986 until 2010. And fortunately, or unfortunately, I was not there during all this nefarious activity. I can pretty much assure you that if I was on duty that morning, there would have been a total recall on the morning of John O'Keefe passing. I also would have certainly done a more thorough investigation of Sandra Birchmore, and evidently the evidence that's been found since leads to a homicide. As far as Juston's case, it's evident right here on this banner. I was going to speak to all of that. I will tell you that my training and experience as a police officer for almost 3 decades, it sounds to me like there was absolutely no need to escalate and go to deadly force at Brigham and Women's Hospital. There are other means to have quelled whatever they anticipated as a threat at that location. What happened after that? Bullets flying all around, a wounded Juston en route in his car coming down here, making it to this bark mulch area where the flowers are, and 31 shots. Police are trained, without getting into it, what they call double tap, which means you fire 2 rounds. You try to neutralize the subject. You don't shoot to kill, you shoot to stop. 31 bullets here and 10 or more at the 15 at the hospital is very problematic. And for me to stand here having worn a badge that said Commonwealth of Mass on it for 3 decades and carry a gun and kiss my kids goodbye every morning or every night, and to have this atrocity happen here is gut-wrenching, and it's very angry. I don't stand here as anything but really angry. I believe that a fish rots from the head, and I believe the problem is on Shawmut Road, and District Attorney Morrissey is on borrowed time as far as not only being in that position, but also enjoying freedom. I believe the feds are working him. I believe the feds are going to come in soon and arrest a lot of people. I spoke with Josh Levy back in April of 23. I talked to him. He referred me to several FBI agents who I have also talked to about what's been going on. And I believe and I pray and I hope that this new regime that's coming into play now, regardless of your politics. We need to stop corruption in Massachusetts. It can't go another event like this. We did a standout on the 29th for John O'Keefe, January 29th. We did a standout for Sandra on the 4th. And here we are today on the 7th. When's it end? Enough is enough. And I can tell you that everybody here, and as Jen said, we ain't got no quit. And I will do everything I can before I leave this planet to put bad cops in jail, because as Dave Unetti said, there's nothing a good cop hates more than a bad cop. And I guess, other than what has already been said by two other speakers, I can end at this point, Jen, unless you have a question or.
Thank you, Peter. Thank you, Mizzy. And I'm gonna welcome up Beatrice. She is a justice sister. I met her in September at a Karen Reed standout, and we've just been tight at the hip ever since, along with many others. But it's great to, have met you, and I appreciate your support.
And can we just give an applause for Jen, the most amazing sister anybody could ever have. I mean, you amaze me every day since the day I met you. It's amazing. Your fight, we're here for it. So today marks 5 years since Juston was executed by officers who were sworn to protect and serve. From the initial interaction when Juston arrived at the hospital to get help, a series of events occurred, which brings us to this location. Juston was met with extreme force. What he needed was help and compassion from everyone involved. Juston was unarmed and posed no threat. From everything we've heard about Juston, he was creative. We've heard some of his music here as we started this vigil. His presence filled the room and laugh. His laugh was infectious. He loved his family and his friends. To the Root family, we know nothing can bring Juston back. We stand here with you, hoping and praying that one day you will get the justice you deserve. So I just want to do a little prayer. Heavenly Father, we ask for your comfort and peace for those who are grieving the loss of Juston. Please bring them into your loving arms and grant them hope and healing. May they find comfort in your presence and the promise of eternal life. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Beatrice. All right, we're going to wrap up because I don't know how much more wind we can take here. That's right. Rain, shine, you name it, we're still going to be there. Nothing's stopping us. This is just how I'm going to leave it. That we unify as one because we are stronger together, and we are just one. And thank you so much again for being here. And now we'll play some more of Juston's music. Help yourself to donuts, coffee on the back table. Thank you to Jason for his sounding.
Beautiful job. My God, good job.
But we're going to try to do a one big group picture while we have the photographer here. So all you like organizers go together, take a picture.
What I gotta care about. Leaving the days of the past, moving so fast, waiting for the road down. That's the place I'm right. Kicking them low, hands on top of my head.
All right, if we can get everybody for a picture, we're gonna actually come kind of where I am and face that way. So if everyone wants to kind of fill in here, we'd love for you all to come and get in the picture. If you want to head right over here, we're gonna face the photographer that way.
The 666 rocks, the 10,000, the sky is lit with golden stars. Your trip, we got on it, it's on it, girl is on it. We never coming down, down, let it go down. So come with the wave, feel the sound of the wave. Together, you're not told you.
All right, thank you so much, everybody.
Tommy, that was great. Thank you, man.
Wasn't that something, huh?
Yeah, that was nice. Thank you. That was really.
I'm glad I get to share that with you guys.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
my
was
God.
that was
That
special.
was a show. It's so cold out, dude.
Thank you for doing that, man. I appreciate it.
I hope everybody enjoyed it. I really do.
Yeah, I got a bunch of people in the chat saying thank you, Tommy. So yeah,
I can't see the chat yet. Let's see.
yeah, a lot of people.
Yeah, you guys welcome. I'm glad you guys were able to enjoy that because that was
That was
a
special.
lot of work put on.
Yeah, yeah, that was special, man. That was really done well, you know.
Yep.
And thank you for the, was it Star Market and whoever owns the property for letting them do that there, and
Right.
nice. Yeah, it's nice. Wow, man, the prayers and the talks from his sister were great, and the father.
I'm good, bud. No, we're good. Really, send that to Karen. I'm good.
You send it to him.
No, I'm good. I don't need it.
All right,
I'm
brother.
good, but you take it.
All right, we'll see you.
Hey.
We'll see you in Dedham.
All right, thank you, friend.
Someone trying to give you a contribution.
Yeah, they're trying to throw money through the window. I appreciate it.
I know you do, but just that doesn't work. It doesn't work that way. Unfortunately,
my needs are met.
Yeah, right. There's other people that we're trying to raise money for, and this is what
Yeah.
we're doing. Yeah, man. Well, hey, I want to thank you, man, personally for going because I didn't expect to see what I saw today, and that was special.
The Doves, huh?
Well, to hear the story again of how how it happened, and if you have, if you missed it, rewind it a little bit and listen to his sister speak about how the event happened, and then to have Mizzy there was great, and then to have Peter Murphy there was great. I mean, God, that's great. That's good stuff, man. I like surprises like that. I didn't know Mizzy was going to be there. I didn't know Peter Murphy was going to be there. That's good. People give a shit. You know why? It's the Norfolk County District Attorney. Again, guys, that name keeps popping up. He has got Michael Morrissey has got to go.
Right.
Got to go. It got to go. But anyways, that's all I wanted to say. Really, you got anything you want to say? I'm gonna jump off. You want to take
No,
it?
I'm glad everyone was here to see this because this is kind of
That's a good. You memorialized that one very well, my friend. If you can hear me, you there? Anyways, you there, Tommy?
Yep, you there?
Yeah. So just you did a good job. You memorialized that one really well.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, you really got the angle of your camera when they were talking was perfect.
Yeah.
You could hear everything perfectly. And again, like to hear the story of Jen Root talking about what happened to her brother was really, really something about how he was there. He was, fired upon and driven the way it went down. It's just horrible. No one should be treated like that. You know what I mean?
And yet it's like it's not a big deal, Mike.
Right.
And they just blow it off.
That's scary shit, dude. That's like, okay, I'm gonna honestly say that. How many other times this has happened every year that we don't know about? That we just don't hear about.
Right.
Right.
And think about the people that can't afford to get the proper representation again, right?
Yeah, who has the money like this? Not that it takes a lot of money, but the time, the effort.
Oh, it does take a lot of money to fight City Hall.
Right. But I'm talking about putting out a standout, getting everybody organized, on the anniversary and stuff like that. That's why, if you're gonna do a standout, I don't care if it's one person or 200 people, it still means the same thing. You're doing the right thing. And if you can't be there, you can watch it and support them that way. So when you do meet them eventually in Dedham, because Jen Root goes to Dedham, she stands out with FKR people all the time.
Yes, she does.
She's there all the time.
Always.
If you can get to a Sandra Birchmore standout, that'd be great. And don't forget, the 10th of February, Moakley Building, Mr. Farwell going up on the stand. I mean, going up to have some charges ready against them, I guess. I don't know what it's about, but all right. And then,
Farwell. We're waiting on that deal too.
Yeah. So you have Proctor on the 10th, and then you have Farwell on the 10th.
Wow.
So that's Monday, dude. So we're off for the weekend, and then we're back at it on Monday. I don't know if you're planning on going anywhere because there's gonna be snow, obviously, from Sunday. But if you're gonna plan to go to the Moakley Building, or maybe we could drop a link to somebody, SD or somebody, maybe.
Yeah, we'll have to do some looking into that. Absolutely.
Yeah, maybe one of the mods can get SD, or if Scott's gonna go, because I know he's not gonna be able to get in. But just to be around there to hear the mainstream media speak and stuff. And don't forget, you have Karen Reed and Alan Jackson after the Super Bowl Sunday night.
That I can't wait for. Legitimate.
Right.
That's yeah.
I'm just thinking, what else? I mean, I know they can say a lot of things, but what else? I just never seen a defendant in a murder trial do so many interviews pre-trial.
Yeah.
Pre-trial, dude. It's just unheard of.
I agree, Mike. I got to agree. But here we are again, right?
But here we are, folks. Karen Reed is doing pre-trial news interviews before her trial starts. Think about, let that set in, okay? Just let that set in. She's doing Vanity Fair, Datelines, 2020s, 3-part miniseries, Ted Daniels, and she's not even on trial yet. She's already gone through one. This is how open and fair she is and how transparent Karen is. I've never seen a defendant in a murder trial like this. You probably never will again.
There's no way.
Right?
Way. Mike, the odds are astronomical to do something like this remotely close.
You would think that someone smarter than all of us would set her up with some kind of trick question, like it's happened before in the media, mainstream media, where they get somebody on a stage and all of a sudden they set them up. This because she's innocent. She's transparent. She doesn't have to remember lies like other people do.
Correct.
Mr. Higgins, that I conveniently forgot about the 1:30 in the morning phone call from the Canterbury PD, right?
Right. Right.
Come on, what the fuck? Enough is enough, man. Drop these charges, man. Go after the real killers. And what's really scary about the whole thing is if it goes to trial and it's a an acquittal,
Yeah.
are they actually going to look for the real killers? The only way they're going to get them is through the feds with perjury charges and maybe even Farwell through the one that's locked up, Matthew Farwell.
Doubt it.
If he starts talking, right? If he starts talking,
Yeah.
it's a whole new game.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. All right. I'm gonna shut it off. I'm gonna let you get warm and you can close it out if you want, all right?
Yeah, I'll talk to you, sir.
I'll talk to you before the Super Bowl, okay?
Yes.
Who do you like?
I don't know.
Come on, you gotta say Philly, because if you don't, Flip's gonna jump all over you.
I got to spend some more time there, you know? I mean, yeah, I like Philly, but I'm not sure.
All right.
You know?
So, I hope the dinner goes well tonight with Karen and AJ and the winner, and I bet you the Glare shows up for dinner tonight. That's just my thought. I'm not saying he will. Who knows? He might be
I
back
hope
in
he
town.
does. I mean, if anyone deserves a night out in the town, right?
Yeah, he does. It was
Yeah.
good to see him. Yeah, it was good to see him there yesterday and hear what he had to say. And if you haven't watched the trial, you can go back and watch our feed. We have the trial on there. If you guys are doing something today, just throw it on and listen to it. It was interesting.
Definitely.
All right. I'll
So.
talk to you later. Drive safe, okay?
All right, buddy.
All right, man. I'll talk to you, bud.
Talk to you.
All right, Chad. I'll talk to you guys later.
Bye. You guys, hold on. I just want to say thank you all for being here, and thank you for spending time with the Juston Root people. They put a lot of time into this, and it's really nice. So, Nikki, yes, yeah. Somebody wants to talk to me. Send me an email, cputom@gmail, and we'll go from there. All right, everybody. It's been a pleasure. And again, I thank you all for being here. And again, we got to get justice for everybody, right? Not just Juston, but for everybody. So we can do that. Awesome. And you guys are the best. We will see you all on Monday morning. You all have a great weekend. Be safe and stay warm. I guess it's going to get cold and snowy out. So never know. I might go play up in the snow myself. But I'll talk to you all. Bye-bye. Love you.